Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be my 4-month update for the Dude You Panned My Battleship Project Pan. This is a project I am doing with and against my good friend Elizabeth. She is at Cookie Pans over on Instagram. I will have her channel linked down below. Others have joined in and are battling each other to see who can win this game. The whole point is to hit pan. And hopefully, if you do hit pan, it's where your opponent has placed their battleships. Once one person sinks the other person's battleships, this game is over and the winner will be announced. This project has no end date, so when somebody wins, this project ends. Last month, Elizabeth hit her first pan in this project, and it was at a location where I had placed one of my battleships. So it was a direct hit. This month, I hit pan in an eyeshadow. This one right here, this is Wet n Wild Brulee. It is the tiniest pan ever. Can you see it? Let me see if I can, there. There it is. It's like two itty bitty pans that are side by side, and there's a little piece of powder in between them. I am not surprised at all to find out that the location of this pan is not where Elizabeth placed a battleship. It would have been a fool's move, and Elizabeth is no fool. So I did hit my first pan, but it's not a direct hit to one of her ships. So I'm back to the drawing board to start hitting pan again. Before I turn the camera around and talk about my battlefield, I wanted to show you the eyeshadows I'm wearing today. I am wearing 5 of these eyeshadows on my face today. The first one is, of course, Brulee. I use that to set my eyeshadow primer. And yeah, it's just a matte cream colored eyeshadow, and I use it to set my eye primer. And occasionally I use it to set my under eyes a little bit, but I prefer to use my Laura Mercier loose setting powder to set my under eyes. So I have used it a few times that way, but for the most part, I used it to set my eyelids after I prime. On the inner half of my eyelids, I have this NYX eyeshadow in the shade Golden Peach. This is it right here. It's like a peachier version of Nars Orgasm. It almost looks duochrome because there's that darker side and then the golden side. And it is what I have on the majority of my eyelid today. But on top of that, I have dusted a little bit of this Urban Decay Moon Dust shadow in the shade Starlight. And so that is the glitter that you see. On my cheeks, I am wearing this guy right here. This is Milani's Bella Mandarin. I really like this eyeshadow. I think it makes a great transition shade, but I have been using it as a blush over the past month at your suggestion, Elizabeth, so thank you for the hot tip. So even though you are my opponent and we are trying to sink each other's battleships, you're still a good sport. So I am wearing this today as a blush, and it's quite nice. And as a face highlight, I'm wearing this Milani shadow right here. This is Bella Rose. And yeah, I'm wearing it everywhere I normally wear highlight. It's pretty nice. So I am wearing 5 of the eyeshadows today, along with other eyeshadows mixed in. I am trying to use these as much as possible. It is hard though. It's hard. I was totally gonna go with the blue eyeshadow today, and then I put the shirt on and I had to go with peach. I made the right call. I'm glad I went with peach. I love this. It's just going to be a casual Saturday around the house, and I didn't want to fuss with some really bold eyeshadows. This look very much reminds me of the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, which I love. All right, so let's turn the camera around and talk about my battlefield. Okay, here is what my battlefield currently looks like from this angle. You cannot see the pan on Brulee at all, so let me pick it up and show you. There. It is so hard to see. I hit pan on this 2 days ago, and I've used it for the last 2 days, and I feel like I didn't expand the pan at all. It's got these 2 little tiny micro pans, and I haven't even connected them. So I am going to keep using this just a little bit longer until the pan is more visible. I do have another powder I want to start working on to set my eye primer, but I want the pan to be a little bit more noticeable than those 2 little specks. So I'm gonna keep working on this a bit longer. Hitting pan on Brulee was one of my goals for the month of April. The other goal was to repress the shadow that was crumbling, and I achieved that goal too, if you could call it a goal. I did repress it. It repressed beautifully. It's a lovely shade. Whenever I repress something, there is often a little bit of powder left in the cup that I use to mix it all up, and so I've been working with that powder. And I've done maybe 3 green looks with the powder that's left over in the cup that I used for repressing. So I have used that a few times and I like it. I actually got a compliment from one of you guys on the look that I had using that eyeshadow. Don't ask me what video that was, but it was in a video from the past week. Maybe my empties video? Yeah, maybe my April empties video. My other goal was to start making a concerted effort on hitting pan on this blue eyeshadow. I did use this more. I did use this quite a bit more, but I still haven't even really worn away the Sephora symbol or emblem or imprint, let alone getting a dip. Oh, I got such a long way to go on this. Why did I put this in this project? Why? I think I used this pink a time or 2, still loving it. I don't think I used this purple at all, but I did use this purple several times. I don't know if you can see the dip, but there is the slightest of indents forming in this pan. I am focusing my brush right in the middle. And the way I've really been enjoying this shade is as a crease shade paired with the silver platinum pigment that's in my Project 10 uses and my black eyeshadow that's in my Never Have I Ever project over on Instagram. So those 3 together make a pretty good combination, and that's how I've been using this. This Urban Decay Moon Dust Shadow in Starlight has gotten quite a bit of use in the last month. I like to top it on top of the light purple that's in my Baby Panda palette, and I'm wearing it today on top of a few other eyeshadows that I have on my eyelid today. But no dips. I'm enjoying it, but no dips. I don't think I used this light green at all in the last month. No progress. This Sally Girl eyeshadow has not been used even once yet. I need to use it. Haven't used it at all. All right, I have to talk to you guys about this eyeshadow. My arch nemesis, Kooky Pans, made a comment after my last month's update that I should try and use this as a blush, and I am using it as a blush. I'm sure I already talked about that. I have probably used this as a blush maybe 10 times in the last month. For some reason, this still looks brand new to me, but I have used this maybe 10 times in the last month as a blush, and I quite like it. I'm not big on multitasking my products because I have so many of every category that if I use this as a blush, then I'm not using my blushes as blush, and I have a billion blushes too. But because this is a serious competition, I have been multitasking this as a blush part of the time throughout the month, and it looks quite nice. I am wearing it today, so I'll be talking about that at the beginning of this video. I don't feel like I used Morocco at all in the last month, maybe one time. I am wearing this Milani Bella Rose as a highlighter today, but I don't think I've worn it as an eyeshadow at all. Maybe I used it as an inner corner eyeshadow once or twice. Prior to this month, this eyeshadow hadn't been used at all yet, but I have used it twice in the past month, today and another day. It makes a nice lid shade. I really love this NYX eyeshadow in Copper. It doesn't look like much, but it is just a beautiful eyeshadow for all over the lid. It's just really nice. I like it a lot. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't look like much. Out of all these beautiful eyeshadows, your eyes might not notice it, but it's gorgeous. I don't think I've used MAC Star Violet at all yet either in this project. And there is some usage on it, so I need to get going on this and see if I could hit pan. I haven't used To Boldly Go at all yet. It's still pretty much brand new. This Nars Amalia is a beautiful eyeshadow, but I don't think I used it at all in the last month. I have used the Sephora eyeshadow once or twice, but not much. Although I have used MAC's Cranberry in this project, I don't think I used this at all in the past month either. And finally, my Flirty eyeshadow from the Balm has been used, but not in the past month, so no progress on that. My plan is to continue working on this blue eyeshadow right here in the next month and make as much progress as I can on it. I really want to get a dip going on it. I will keep using this part-time as a blush, and I will keep using this part-time as a highlighter. So at the very least, I will be focusing on those three eyeshadows. And of course, I want to expand the pan on my Wet n Wild Brulee. So that is it for this update. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.